happening for November 13th. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Earth is Ghetto, the show where we look around at this planet and collectively go, who approved this patch update? Today is November 13th, and somehow we're still here, still scrolling, still pretending we only went on TikTok for 5 minutes. Sure, Jan, I'm your host, Love, reporting live from this spinning rock where rent is high, attention spans are low, and the group project called Humanity is, let's just say, behind schedule. But hey, before we spiral, remember, we're not just here to roast the chaos. We're here to survive it, laugh at it, and maybe even find a little hope in the middle of the nonsense. So grab your coffee, your emotional support water bottle, or that snack you said you were saving for later, and let's get into it. On today's episode, we're talking about your main topic. Because if Earth is ghetto, we might as well build a little community center in the middle of it. You're tuned into Earth is Ghetto. Let's go. Absolutely.
What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. The week is rolling on by. The week is going smooth for me for the most part. Knock on wood. Prayerfully, y'all are having a good week as well. Nothing too exciting to report at all in my life. We worked out at home. And what did I have today? Popeyes. Popeyes chicken. Other than that, that's it, y'all. Let's go ahead and rock and roll into this news. See what we got going. Chess's international governing body says that it filed a complaint against former world chess champion Vladimir Kramnik after he leveled unproven allegations of cheating against fellow players. The House passed a spending package to reopen the government that's been sent up to President Trump. Jeffrey Epstein's emails were released today. In the emails, he said that Bill Clinton did not visit his island. Then he also wrote an email about, I know how dirty Donald is. My guess is that non-lawyers and New York business people have no idea what it means to have your fixer flip. Well, that's a little scandalous stuff coming out. Approval of the way President Trump is managing the government has dropped sharply since early in his second term. Tory Lane's appeal has been lost. They're gonna make him do that whole 10-year bid. But you know, it's unfortunate, but he made the choice. President Trump defends H-1B visas during an interview, arguing foreign labor is needed at times because U.S. workers do not have certain talents. Former NFL star wide receiver Antonio Brown will be released on a $25,000 bail and must wear a GPS ankle monitor. Chadwick Boseman will be getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next week. Akon is locked up, won't let him down. He did something in Georgia. Researchers have discovered Australia's oldest known crocodile eggshells belonging to a bizarre reptile that hunted from trees some 55 million years ago. After 232 years, the U.S. Mint has made the last penny. Immigration officials said a drop in crime numbers was thanks to their work. House Democrats released emails in which Jeffrey Epstein alleged Donald Trump knew of his conduct and spent many hours at his house. Morgan Freeman is taking legal action over AI clones of his voice. He says, I'm a little pissed off. Don't mimic me with falseness. I don't appreciate it. And I get paid for doing stuff like that. So if you're going to do it without me, you're robbing me. This was a funny thing. So the Squid Game challenge reality version is back on. And one of the challenges, this girl had to do like a card deck house. Mind you, they chose what they would do. Her butt had them cards so crumpled and crinkled, like it wasn't gonna work, and her hands was just shaking like crazy. Marjorie Taylor Greene plans to read the names of the most powerful people on the Epstein list. So this lady said when she adopted her cat, the cat was raised with dogs and it barks.
Like it. Give her a kiss, Kara. You're crazy.
Still don't like cats. The new Avatar movie is going to be 3 hours and 15 minutes. I can tell you, I've never been to the movies to watch an Avatar movie. It's just too long. John Travolta put his wig back on for the Grease or some Grease play going on. He's 71, but he threw that wig back on. That might be it, y'all. On that, let's see what else we got. Trump free drug dealer back behind bars for crimes against nanny and toddler. Nicki Minaj court drama explodes. Her lawyer quits with her $10 million lawsuit on the line. The guy that unalived himself on the Cowboys' girlfriend reveals that she's expecting their baby days after he passed away, which is still so unfortunate. Supposedly, Trump and Laura Boebert had a secret meeting that could block the Epstein file release as Democrats' confirmation gets halted over scandal. If your parents asked you to end your relationship, would you listen? Most people don't listen to their parents. They don't mean they ain't right. They just don't listen. Let's see here. AOC went off on the Republicans. Megan Thee Stallion is manifesting a Super Bowl performance. Most of the talk today is about the Epstein emails. Yeah. Northwest got her finger pierced. She's only 12, mind you, but I hate to see what she's gonna be looking like in 10 years, because the girl, between her and her parents, even though her mother's a billionaire now, somebody said, I think borrowing money from Cash App is wild. Donald Trump has just signed the bill to reopen the U.S. government shutdown after 43 days, so it's officially should be over now. Somebody said, when y'all seasonings get hard, do y'all still use it or go buy more? Somebody said, just hit it on the counter and make it go. One dryer sheet or two, depends on the load. Florida man reportedly paid his cousin $6,000 to unalive a 17-year-old high school student he's accused of assaulting. Major egg U.S. companies face a class action lawsuit over price fixing. I definitely think that is true. So those eggs was definitely fluctuating. Alright, y'all, let's get into the story time, see what we got.
In a loving, committed relationship, you would never cheat on your spouse. You know for a fact that your spouse would never cheat on you. But you start noticing some irritation on your lips. And it looks like the irritation is starting to turn into blisters. So you decide, maybe I should go ahead and go to the doctor to get this thing checked out. So you go to the doctor, get it checked out, and it comes back that you have an STD. And once you find that out, you are devastated. You're heartbroken. So you don't mention anything right away. You go to work, and throughout the day, it's just eating at you. So you decide you're going to confide in one of your coworkers. It's funny because your coworker tells you that she's been experiencing, some irritation around her lips too. And you guys are trying to piece it together. And as you're talking about it, someone else in the next cubicle over hears you saying the same thing. Well, now it goes from, 1 to 2 people. Now there's a third person who's saying that they're experiencing the same thing. The office is talking. And as you're talking, someone else overhears and they're like, hey, well, I don't have anything going on with my lips, but she said, I have noticed that my water bottle has been a little different, like it smells different, and it's been moved, like it's not in the same place I left it in. And as everyone, more and more people are hearing it, they're all, yeah, me too, my water bottle too. And one person comes out and says, it almost smells like my water bottle had urine in it. Catches everyone completely off guard, right? So someone comes up with the bright idea that they're going to hide a camera. They're going to get to the bottom of it and figure out what's going on. They're going to hide this camera, and then the next day, they're going to come in, check everything out. So you go home, you don't say anything. Your baby comes up to you. Baby wants to give hugs and kisses. You know that you can't give kisses, so you push, no kisses, no kisses. Now the baby's wondering, like, what? You don't love me anymore? How come I can't kiss you? But you're doing your best to play it off because you want to get more information, especially before you confront your spouse. But the next day comes around. You go into their office, and before you can even get in and sit down, you see the looks on all your coworkers' faces, and they are shocked. A couple of them are even in tears. So you're wondering, what's going on? What's the problem? So one of them shows you the video of what they captured last night. And what they captured last night was someone from the cleaning crew exposing his member and rubbing it on the water bottles inside and out. Now they know where the smell was coming from. And everything I said in this video is all alleged, of course. But I'm going to leave a name up top. You can search the name. If you want to put janitor next to it, go ahead. But let me know, what would you do if this situation happened to you?
First of all, I don't even know. Like, I'm so paranoid. I don't leave no water bottles at work, no cups, no... all my silverware is plastic. Like, I cannot dedicate my life to leaving things at work. I just don't trust people. But yeah, Luciano would have to see me.
Do I service plus size women? Absolutely. Love me a BBW. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a hooker. Not just any hooker though. I only offer hand jobs and happy endings. So to catch you up to speed here, I recently did a fingering service for a young lady whose significant other had previously booked me for the jacket and head service. Said young lady went and told a friend. Now the friend is interested, and my now new client is like, girl, you gotta do this with her. She would really enjoy it. Her birthday's coming up, blah, 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 blah. Can you do it? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, but one thing though, she's a plus size girly. And I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, got a little extra meat on. You probably gonna have to do a little extra work to get the job done. And she also does not want it in the pink. She wants it in the brown. I'm like, oh. The brown is so hard for me to do. But you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my nails and my eyes, and I'm gonna do it. So yeah, here I am just fingering the brown. And of course, if she wants the head service, I'm gonna give her the hat to match. Anyways, pay your hooker. Oh, and the pay your hooker merch drops today. So your favorite hooker in your life, go get her a sweatshirt.
Just when I think the economy's bad, people are paying for stuff like this.
I done gave this man some head. I woke up, no pillowcase on my pillow, no sheet on my bed. I think he stole them because this man is gone. Oh, and my teeth is loose. All my teeth is loose. I don't know what this man just did. I done gave...
Girl.
Hey, can you take out the trash?
Yes, just give me 2 minutes.
Fine, I'll just do it myself. You fucking lazy piece of fucking shit! You fucking pussy-ass bitch! Get off your fucking ass, loser! Hey, can you take out...
That's just menopause? I thought that was a normal Tuesday.
Now, this is a story time on why when I get married, my husband gotta have an earth tag in his ass. I'm never fucking with an older man again. And nobody never told me not to fuck with no man I work with. Okay, y'all, I'm 18. I'm fresh meat. What they be saying? Fresh meat, fresh meat. Bitch, I'm fresh meat in Nike. When I first got there, bitch, big as hell. Bitch, by my 6 month in, bitch, my shirts was big as hell. Ho, I had lost like 50, 60 pounds. If you want to lose weight, go work at Nike. Bitch, you finna walk all day. You just walking. Okay, y'all, so at this point, they had started letting us do overtime. It was this, on the weekend shift, that's the shift I worked. So I worked Saturday to Monday. Bitch, it was this fine ass light skinned man. Bitch, I had my eyes on him, ho. We was taking lunch and shit together, but I started doing overtime. So I was working 6 days a week, bitch. I had one child. Bitch, I was overly loaded. Y'all know I told y'all this shit in the other store. So y'all, at this time, I'm working on the other shift. Me and this older man, I forget, I used to call him Long Shoe. So his shoes long, he was like 70 years old. Me and him working on the line, y'all, we walking back and forth. One day a man gave him a sheet of paper and he was like, get this to her. He was saying, give it to me. And before I knew, I said, oh, get that shit back to him. I don't want to talk to him. The older man, like, go on, talk to him. Big Titty, that's what we call him. He was like, Big Titty, talk to him. You don't know, he might be a good man. You got to get to know him. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So boom, I figured to go to lunch. The same man that gave him the paper come back and give me $20. He like, lunch on me. Bitch, I'm a young bitch. You giving me some money. Y'all know money make the pussy go, woo, woo. So we want shit but lunch money. But still, y'all, and lunch, Nike lunch was like $3, bitch. You getting a 3-piece wing, fried drink, all that shit for $3. So, bitch, it's this girl. She followed me out here, bitch. I never told you nothing, but bitch, you gonna see it today. Y'all, she come up to me. She like, he tried to talk to you. So automatically, I feel like a bitch hating on me. I'm like, no, the fuck? She like, don't talk to him. He married. He be lying about his age. Girl, don't fuck with him. Here I go. Now, that's gonna make me fuck with him. Because who was you to tell somebody not to fuck with somebody? So, here I go. Fucking with him. Y'all, I ended up texting him on that paper. He like, what you doing later? Let's go eat. Y'all, he took me out to eat. We went to the casino. Bitch, we just having a time, ho. For like 3 weeks, me and him going on dates. I'm talking about dates. Bitch, we going on dates, ho. We having it up. Every day, we had a date to go on, bitch. And then my wallet was at home, ho. I was a temp. I worked for a deco. He was black badge. So, bitch, you know, he overly loaded, ho. We going on a date every day. So, y'all, we finally get to the part where we freaking. Y'all, the sex was 20 seconds. I promise to God. This man got a wee-wee as a size as this. I thought I had some. Bitch, I wish TikTok wants so strict. I'll show y'all. The penis is right here. But, bitch, I'm talking about that hoe could eat you from her to motherfucking North America, bitch. You gonna be like, yes! Your mama knew what she was doing. So, y'all, I'm just gladly happy as hell now. Like, the first 3 times I ain't do nothing. I ain't get no oil or nothing. He just doing it because it ain't really shit. Bitch, the sex 5 seconds, ho. So, y'all, we about to have sex again, y'all. We ended up having sex. Do y'all know this bitch told me when I got home, when he dropped me off at home, he texted me like, oh, I forgot to tell you I'm married.
Yeah.
Bitch, I start hitting her. I'm just like this. I'm crying so bad, y'all. I'm calling my best friend. I'm like, oh my God, I had sex with a married man. Oh. Bitch, I'm in my room, literally beating myself up, y'all, ho, like sliding down the wall. Like, I'm crying bad as fuck. Like, bitch, you don't do no shit like that, ho. So, yeah, I'm just a crying. Bitch, I had called out of work one day. Like, the next day, I called out of work. Like, bitch, I was in distress. He like, well, you already had manipulated me, bitch. He was fucking manipulating me, bitch. I'm 18. That's why they say don't talk to me older than you, because they can't get them bitches they ages. But, y'all, he fucking manipulated me. He like, well, we already had sex. We done already did everything. So, what you gonna do now? Huh? Bitch, what? You can't do that to me. So, bitch, I'm crying. I cried for like 2 days straight, y'all. So, after reality, me and my best friend, that bitch I told y'all in the other video, bitch don't give you no good advice. She like, well, shit, friend. He ain't lying. You already fucked him. You might as well just go and go through with it. You never did everything else with the man. But I'm like, now that I'm grown, I'm like, damn, God probably would have, you know what I'm saying, forgave me because, bitch, you didn't know. Now you know you still fucking him. Yes, I consider I already had gave it out, y'all. I told y'all I gave a fuck about my body count. So, bitch, I'm like, damn, I'm finna still keep fucking him. Bitch, do y'all know we still fucking and shit? One day, I come to work, y'all. I had just started, bitch, but when I did it this particular time, I told y'all this shit was this little. So, bitch, when we doing it, I'm like this. I'm hanging off the bed doing it. Like that. Remind y'all. So we get to work on my shift. He don't work my shift. Bitch, I heard niggas around there making noise like this. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with him? But he driving his forklift this one night jail, and I don't give a fuck about saying his name. I don't know. I ain't seen him so many years. Bitch, he driving his forklift, but he hanging his head out that time. Like he doing little shit like that. So my boy best friend at the time at the job. I'm like, what the fuck they talking about? He like, bro, they say it's a video of you on camera going ham. I'm like, on camera? Bitch, I'm crying again. I'm crying again because, bitch, I don't play like that. What the fuck? And then this man old as fuck, y'all. He was like 40-something, bitch. He running around there showing people me sucking that little ass thumb. So, y'all, I'm like, okay, I'm finna show this hoe. So I texted her. I said, bitch, you're finna lose your job. I'm finna go to HR. Y'all, he don't work that shift. He don't even work overtime. That's how much money the hoe had. He didn't have to work overtime. Bitch, that hoe ended up coming up there giving me $1,000 in front of everybody. Bitch, that's really not enough. So guess what I did? I linked with that hoe again. And I made sure I took a picture of that wee-wee. When I got to work the next day, bitch, I was showing everybody that little ass dick. Bitch, who you think you is, hoe? It wasn't nothing to suck on. Little stinking ass. So that's why my husband got to get her take his ass. And let me tell y'all something before y'all get her doing all that extra woo-woo. Bitch, I already got my karma for doing this shit. Don't come on here with that shit, bitch. I'm 25. I was 18 then now. Bitch, I want dirt fuck with nobody man, ho. I don't want nothing nobody got, bitch. Unless it's a bachelor's degree or something, bitch. You over there.
He ate it from here to North America. I thought he was in North America. It be real.
What do you mean Epstein wrote in an email that Trump knew what he was doing the entire time and hung out at a house with one of his victims for hours on end? What do you mean that email has been in the possession of both the DOJ and a reporter and Congress this entire time and was only released this morning? What do you mean by that? Why now? Where has this been the whole time? The email is from 2011. 2011. 2011 was, let me do math here, 14 years. The email is old enough to be a victim. Why is it taking so long for this email to be shown to the world? What do you mean, Epstein?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, yeah. Not on the wrong side of the island. Oh, no. You're going to be through. Not on the wrong side of the island. Not on the wrong side. Be careful.
He might as well not even drive back to the post office because he fired. I'm pretty sure a policy is you can't fall out the truck. I'm pretty sure that's one of the policies. And those ladies definitely gonna call the post office and report it. So he ain't like he can get away with it. He just go into the urgent care, patch yourself up, and see if they hiring at the urgent care. Cause yeah, we have to unplug Earth. We have to reboot Earth.
He probably need he should have said medical emergency. It's like, lady, you see he trying to get up out of there.
Everybody wants a yearner. At this point, fuck a yearner. I'll take a nice human that happens to have a coochie that she was born with. Not that I'm not an ally, I'm just not that freaked out. I'm a heterosexual male, and that's all I like. Straight coochie. I understand in one of these videos I said I'll take what I can get. I did not mean dick. Or dick converted to something else. I did not mean that. I'm still an ally, but I ain't that much, nigga. I fight with you, not in you. Also, I want to come out the closet as heterosexual. For whatever reason, that's a thing now. I'm coming out as straight. Based on the DMs I've been getting, I feel like a naked bitch walking by construction workers. It's getting bad. It's getting wicked. I do not like penis. Leave me alone, gay people. Trans, bans, dans, hand and mans. Please. I just like coochie, that's it. Just straight coochie out the package. No extra additives, no sauces, no cane sauce, no raisin. Just straight, fresh sashimi. You niggas that's been in my DMs harassing me. I'm not gonna change my mind, brother. I'm not gonna change my mind, brother. It's cooked. It's done with. It's over with. I like straight sashimi. Straight cooch, raw cooch. With good pH balances. Now, if I somehow get canceled because I said I don't want dick, fuck y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Because at this point, this is crazy. Niggas getting canceled because they don't want dick. Ain't this some shit? Right, so one day I come to work because this is where I be getting my money. As soon as I pimp in, my manager talking to a gentleman talking to my manager, they talking to each other. So off the Radebski, I come to the back and get situated because my business got to be minded. My manager sent the gentleman to the business center, which really in a business center is just a computer where you can handle your business, but it's in the center of a hallway. Management didn't come to me and say, hey, that gentleman over there is using a computer. If the printer don't work over there, he gonna email you his paperwork printed out for him in the back. Is that cool? I said, that's cool. She pimp off. It's a gentleman at the business center and it's me at the desk and we both minding our respective business till he pimp over to the desk. How you doing? Hardworking fella. He said, I'm good. How about yourself? I said, I can't call it. I might spoil it, baby. He said, look, can you write down your email so I can email you this paperwork for you to print out? But when he say that, he got a smirk on his face. It's not like a regular smile. It's something more devious. Now, let me tell you, the Wi-Fi in here kind of slow, gang. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I give him the information he needs. He takes it. He does what he does with it. He sends me the email. He comes to check in then while we're waiting for the email to get to me. So while we doing the check-in thing, everything calm, cool, collected, real regular situation. Then he has a request. His request was, can you put me near redacted? Because those are my people. We got to be close together. I'm like, for sure, man. I got you. No questions asked. Boom. I set him up. He pimp off. We go back and chill in the business center. While he in the business center, I'm at the desk waiting on the email to come through. Guess what? The email come through. When the email come through, I do what I'm supposed to do with it. I print it out, go grab it, hand it to him. He pimp off. After he pimp off, guess what? My business is back to being minded because I got to mind my business before somebody else do it. Later on in the day, more people is coming in, and it's not out of the ordinary for people to check into a hotel because it's a hotel. That's what people do here. They check in, they stay, they leave. The thing is, all the people that are coming to check in are requesting to be in the room near the gentleman who paperwork I printed out earlier. It's not suspicious, but it's a little weird. Just for the sheer amount of people who are coming and requesting, it's not none of my business, so I'm gonna go back to minding that. Automatic doors open up. I hear the heels click, 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 click. Something with a stride on is making its way in here. I'm gonna tell you something resemble 0607 Pinky walk in here. Good evening, mademoiselle. How may I assist you? She pimped her way over to the desk, lean on the desk, get real close. She said, oh my God, what are you wearing? It smells amazing. Baby, this baccarat. I need your help. Well, what can I help you with, baby? She said, a gentleman came down here earlier and had you print out some paperwork for him. I need 15 more copies of that paperwork. 15? But okay, cool. I printed out and handed it to her. She pimp off. Now listen, ladies, if you don't got nothing back there, don't blame God, blame her, because she took it all. But now I'm kind of intrigued. So I accidentally opened up my email to look at that paperwork. As I scroll down, I realized what I'm looking at. This is a flyer for a Georgie. On said flyers, they have pictures, names, room assignments for all the people that's supposed to be coming to get buck naked nasty down here. Now that these people are showing up, I'm just keeping tally of who's showing and who's going, you dig me? I do test the housekeeping manager and let her know, hey baby, it's gonna be sticky in this motherfucker when you get into mine. But after that, back to regular scheduled program, and I step out back to get and I'm just, minding my business, my business gotta be minded, and I'm looking around and I catch a glimpse of a wide open window. When I look in the window, guess who I see? Bitch, you guessed it. 06 Pinky up there, neck and both hands activated. Oh my stars. She proceeds to get bent and when I'm bent, and I'm, oh my stars. No one will ever believe this. So I call my homegirl out to the back. She come up to the back. She, oh my stars. And if you think I'm bluffing, get in the comments, say I won't tag her, because I'll tag her right now. I mean, they in there cutting her every which way loose. Baby done already went past Pound Town. She on her way to Slam City. After the incidental peep show, I go back to the front desk, shocked, order and Paul, back to minding my own personal business. And then about an hour go by, somebody come to the front desk. Excuse me, do you have any extra towels? Guess who it is? You're right again. Don't even worry about it. I give her some towels. She said, hey, what time do you get off? 11. Why, what's up? She said, we're having a little get together. I wouldn't necessarily call it a party. Mind you, I wouldn't call it that either. Wondering if you wanted to come up and hang out. So you know what I did? Nothing, boy. I took my ass home. Freaky frog. I don't do part twos. I feel like I took enough of your time, but unfortunately, this ain't the only time these people came up.
Minding the business that paid them.
You want to know how I know I'm getting big, okay? I went to the doctor, and he had suggested for some of my issues that I not eat late, you know what I'm saying? At least give myself 3 hours before I go to bed to just not eat. And I looked at him and I said, but what if I get hungry? And the nigga paused. He really didn't say nothing bad, but it was the pause, because he looked up like, bitch, what the fuck do you mean? He paused and he said, have some tea, drink some water, have your little bone broth. But in that moment, in that moment of pause, all I heard was, you big, fat, black bitch. Your hungry ass can't stop eating for 3 hours before you lay down, bitch. Your back is heavy. You gon' die in your sleep, ho. What is wrong with you? Judgment. Judgment was felt.
Being a doctor gotta be like some hard business, because people don't want to listen.
I'm a survivor of being pimped by both of my parents and also how I survived being incested by both of them. I was born in the city of Memphis, Tennessee in the year 1976. I was reared up in a very religious home in that, we couldn't go to the movies, we couldn't dance, my sister couldn't wear pants. Father was an ordained evangelist of this national church that we were a part of, the largest African-American church in a Pentecostal organization. They taught the wives to take whatever they had to take in order to stay married. But my mother believed that she was a national mother of the church. So she offered her children, me and my sister, to my father to be his sexual slaves. There were things that we went through that just, I couldn't imagine any child going through that. My father, he was bisexual. He was a cross-dresser. My earliest memories around the age of 4. He started by coming in and massaging my leg. And then maybe the next time was my leg in my private area. Then he wanted to perform on me as a child, and then it went into me performing on him. And I also went through a situation where I was he was having prison sex with me very often. My sister went through some of the same things, but she went through, to me, it's even worse because eventually she had to have several abortions because of this, and she also was molested by one of his brothers who also was a minister of the church. Eventually, our mother started having sex with us also. So you would think a mom would intervene and stop this and let's get away, let's run. No, she wanted to share. I know she liked to do that when he was not there, or when he went away to someone's house, or there were times when he left her. There were times where they were separated and he was gone. He was at a woman's house, a man's house, and there were times where she wanted to molest her. So I mean, it's just, I can't find no other way to say it. We went from being sexual slaves at home to going to church and being pimped to pastors. The church itself has well over 4-5 million members worldwide. It's a large church, and it breaks down into states, and the states break down into jurisdictions. Jurisdictions break down in districts, and then you have a local church. So you got the pastor, you got the superintendent, you got the bishop, and that's pretty much how it's structured. I mean, we were pimped to several bishops in the church. Our father, his role was an evangelist. He was licensed as an evangelist. He traveled around. He preached in different churches every Sunday, every other Sunday, or whoever invited him. So we would travel with him to these churches. He would either offer us to be molested, be sexually abused by the pastor of this church, either become a survivor of.
I know it's gonna sound random, but I was rushing out the house today, forgot to put on deodorant. I'm musty as fuck. And I just think, like, life don't give you enough credit. Like, I've been putting on deodorant every day for the past fucking 24 years since I was born. I'm my mama coochie. One time I'm fuck up and I'm musty, that don't seem like it's right. I know it's gonna...
Deodorant don't last that long.
It's wintertime, ladies, so you must pump your tires up to 35. If you don't, your low pressure light is going to come on. It's on now, I bet. Pump all 4 of those tires up to 35 and inspect them. If you see anything, a nail or anything in it, that'll tell you that's why it's going down. But pump it up 35, inspect it, see if there's a nail in it. And if one keeps going down slow every other day, that's a nail. A nail will make it go down. That's all. They can patch it or plug it, and you will have no more problem throughout the... You might have to do it again if it's really cold, but definitely get it to 35. Have a great day, ladies.
Get them tires ready.
Lord, I got some things I need to say. Lord, I got some things I need to say. You say, devil, you can't win. Say, when I'm down to my Lord. Say, devil, you can't win. No, You say, devil, you can't win. It ain't over. It ain't over. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I had another phone.
There was a lot going on. I will say her voice is probably better than most people. Acapella, dump trucks rolling in the background. Wish Heaven had a phone. She didn't do too bad. I will say it's probably over because y'all are in a graveyard. But other than that, 7 out of 10.
Tell me why my friend called me and she said, I need you to come over to my house right now. I'm about to confront my boyfriend for cheating on me. With the quickness, I went over there and I got to the house and she had dinner table set up. And she was like, come sit down. We're about to have dinner. I was confused, but I sat down and we had meatloaf, mashed potatoes, some Brussels sprouts. It was a very nice dinner. But the whole time I was a little uneasy because she was just too calm. You just called me and said, you're about to confront your boyfriend. What's going on? We ended up having a great dinner. Once it was done, she cleaned up the place and told us to go sit down in the living room. She said, I want to watch my favorite movie for colored girls. Once we got to the living room, my friend started playing the movie, but she fast forwarded to Janet Jackson's scene. She played it and rewinded and played it again 5 times before Marshall, her boyfriend, finally said, why do you keep doing this? Suddenly, my friend's phone was connected to AirPlay, and on the TV screen was Marshall's big-booted butt on that screen, bent over for another man. That video only played for about 5 seconds until Marshall got up and punched the TV. Now the whole room is silent. My friend is sitting there with her arms crossed. She's waiting for Marshall to say something. But when I realized nobody said anything, I decided to say, you didn't have to punch the TV. Tell me why my...
This is a new level of nosy, because if my friend called me and said, come over, I'm about to confront my man, like, I'll be outside if you need me, but I'm not about to come watch you do this, big dog. Like, some things I don't need a front row seat to.
But ladies, understand, it is impossible to lie to you long term. Fellas, you cannot lie to your woman over long periods of time. It's impossible. It's just the way it's set up. Women process information a lot better than we do. They do it differently. Men think in statements. Women think in questions. And there's nothing you can tell a woman where if she's interested, she can't think of another question to get more information. The only problem is when you're lying, you ain't thought that far at all. She will catch you, all right? There's nothing you can do. They just love questions. Like, you can come home and tell a man and a woman the exact same story, get 2 different reactions. You come home, tell a woman, hey, I was at the grocery store and I saw a man get shot in the parking lot. She'll be like, oh my God, was it gang related? Was it a robbery? Wait, are you a witness? Do you gotta testify? Wait, do they recognize you? Do they know you? Because if they know you, fuck, do they know me? She heard 1 sentence, 38 questions, ready to go. Men are completely different. You come home, tell a man, hey, I was at the grocery store, I saw a man get shot in the parking lot. A man gonna be like, damn. A person who thinks like that can't lie fast enough. For somebody with that many questions, she will catch you. So ladies, it's on you. If you want your relationship to last and you want to maintain happiness in your relationship, it's up to you to protect your happiness. So you have to do this. You have to learn how to accept and ignore some lies. But you can't do that, can you? And fellas, it's not that they don't want to, they can't. They really can't. Because they would have to give up one of the things they love the most. And that's catching you in a lie. They love that shit. Don't you think that they hate it? They love it. Because think about it, fellas. Anytime your woman caught you in a lie, did she frown? Nope. Smile from ear to ear, like Christmas morning. It's like happy and crazy, all rolled into one. No matter how small the lie is, she just lights up. Be something stupid like, where were you at? I was at my boy Jason's house. She'll be like, start whispering to herself, he said Jason's house. I don't know what that feeling is, ladies. It must feel good. Whatever it is, that feeling y'all get when you catch us, it feels great. It has to, because y'all are addicted to whatever feeling that is. And the reason I say you're addicted, because you act like addicts. You know what I've never seen an addict do? Take one hit and go about their day. You know what I've never seen a woman do? Confront you after catching the first lie. She knows you weren't at Jason's house. She could easily go, stop right there, stop fucking lying. I know you weren't there, and this is how I know. Is that what she's gonna say? Of course not. She's gonna be like, so what were you and Jason doing at Jason's house? Because she needs another hit. She's sick, is what I'm telling you. They are sick. They got a problem.
We do like catching on live. Alright, y'all, that is the show. I'll be back mañana because it'll be Friday. Y'all stay blessed. Inspiration's on the way.
Right side, I'm gonna give y'all a chance because last time, the left side, I said, all of us, if we were to be honest, there's a chapter, a section, for the real holy ones, just a sentence in your story that you don't want read out loud. In other words, when you gave your testimony, there was some details you left out. Yep, that was a selective testimony. God brought me through. You didn't tell everything. There are certain details only you and God know about. There are certain details that only you, God, the person you did it with or did it to. Y'all don't want to talk to me. There are only a few people who knew what you really did. Because if everybody knew, it would be embarrassing. If everybody could see that text message that you deleted. If we could all see how often you went to Pornhub. If we could all see how many OnlyFans page that you're subscribed to. If we all knew about all of our abortions. If we all knew about all of our felonies. And not just the felony, but what you did that caused you to get the felony. If we all knew about our behind the scenes, it's gonna get real in here on today. I don't know if y'all are ready for this. I don't preach sugar and I don't preach jokes. It's gonna get real because God wants his people really free. Enough with us acting like we're healed over what we're still crying over in secret. Enough with us acting like we're at a certain place of spirituality that we're still battling secretly in the dark. Enough with that. See, when you act like you're at a place that you're not, by default, you're causing for the people that God sends you to underserve you. Just like the devil sends people, God sends people too. And God will send you people to help you heal. But if you're acting like you're healed, I'm going to underserve you because watch this. Physicians can't treat patients who don't book appointments. Physicians can't treat patients who don't book appointments, yet alone you book them but don't show up. I don't know about your virus. I don't know about your struggle, bro. I don't know about what you're going through, sis. The people that God is sending to help you, they're not guilty of underserving you because they don't love you. It's because you're acting as though you're at a place that you're not. Right. If he were a prophet, then he would know what kind of woman is touching him. One of the things I love about the Bible that I've noticed that I wish we would preach more often is how the Bible is filled with biblical figures and biblical icons who did wonders, did miracles. I'm talking about men and women that God's power flowed through mightily, but they still had flaws. Watch it. There was a flow even though they had flaws. It is intentionally recorded in Scripture for us to see that God has used people, his power has flowed through them, but they still had flaws. And it's intentionally recorded so that we can remember divinity and humanity. We all have divinity moments, and we also have humanity moments. The Bible is intentional with showing us how the Apostle Peter had power flowing through him as he's walking on water and defying gravity and walking to Jesus. He's not supposed to be able to do that. The Bible is intentional with telling us about how Peter was casting out devils and healing the sick, because remember, Jesus gave them the authority to do this as he sent them out 2 by 2. The Bible is intentional with teaching us how power flowed through Peter as he was preaching on the day of Pentecost, and thousands came to Jesus and surrendered their life and repented. But it also recorded that Peter will curse you out. It also recorded that Peter stayed strapped. I mean, old boy was cutting off a high priest servant's ear. That's like shooting a cop, bro. He cut off a high priest servant's ear. That's equivalent to shooting a cop. He denied Jesus not once, not twice, but 3 times until the rooster crowed that reminded him that he was being a chicken. We see that power flowed through him, but he still had flaws. Biblical candidate after biblical candidate. Scripture lets us know that power was flowing through Noah. Noah had so much favor with God that his favor benefited everybody who was attached to him. Ooh, can I give y'all a word? This shows us the importance that people come with atmospheres and attachments. Everybody who was attached to Noah benefited from being drowned with the storm because Noah had favor. Somebody said Noah had favor. So if you're attached to a Noah, you're gonna get protection and coverage. Because if you're attached to them, you're gonna get what's attached to them. Please don't miss this. If you're attached to them, you're gonna get what's attached to them. More Bible, if you're attached to a Jonah, you're gonna experience storms and loss. Because Jonah came with the storm. And the sailors were losing cargo trying to keep Jonah on board. What storm are you tolerating? And what are you losing? Maybe your cargo isn't beans, it's peace. Maybe your cargo isn't alcohol or wine. Your cargo is clarity. And you're throwing that overboard so that you can keep a Jonah. Because when you're attached to them, you get what's attached to them. I can give you more Bible. Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Imagine what it was like dealing with Kermit the Frog because you are a servant to Pharaoh. We all are dealing with frogs. We all are dealing with boils. We all are dealing with locusts. We all are dealing with hail falling from the sky because Pharaoh is not letting God's people go. Because if you're attached to them, you're going to get what's attached to them. This could be a good thing as well. Jesus was in Simon's boat and he told Simon, let down your net for a catch. Simon let down his net and the catch was so great that his nets began to break and he had to call for his partners to come help him, not because Jesus was in their boat, but Jesus was in Simon's boat and they were all attached to Simon. So it could end up feeling like your season when it's not even your season, depending on who you're attached to. It could feel like you're in the wrong season when you're really in season, depending on who you're attached to. The power flowed through Noah as God protected him from a storm. But then scripture is intentional by letting us know in Genesis chapter 9, Noah was butt naked and drunk.
Attention homeowners, if you need to sell your house fast without making any repairs.
You should read your Bible sometime. Somebody say flows, flaws. More Bible. The power flowed, the power of God flowed powerfully through David as he defeated Goliath. You have to be a bad dude to run up to a giant with a slingshot. And he had 5 stones. If you research it, Goliath had 4 brothers. So he was really like, I'm gonna knock you out. And if they try to backdoor, I'm gonna knock you out, knock you out. The power flowed through David mightily as he's in battle. They came up with lyrics for David. Saul kills thousands, David kills 10,000s. But then scripture also recorded that David had sex with Bathsheba, got her pregnant, didn't use the latex, so he felt some type of way when he got that latex. Bars. He tried to get Uriah drunk, then he got Uriah killed. Somebody say flows, flaws. More Bible. Power flowed mightily through Samson. I'm talking about so much power where Samson beat up 1,000 men with a jawbone of a donkey. Power flowed through him, but he had a little woman issue that started in Timnah. We talk about Delilah, but it actually started in Timnah. Then it led up into Delilah. Somebody say flows. Say flaws. Okay, so biblical example after biblical example where we see power flowing through individuals who have flaws. The Bible is intentional with us knowing this so that we could understand grace and anointing, so that we could distinguish between treasure and vessels. Maybe this is why 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7 tells us we have this treasure in earthly vessels. That's your flesh. Now, if this be true, that everybody who's a follower of Jesus, you will have divinity moments and humanity moments. This means there is a voice that hell can get behind. There is a voice that the enemy can campaign and endorse to get us to feel unfit, unclean, disqualified for the master's use, and that is the voice of shame. Since all of us, from the pulpit to the audience, all of us who are striving to be followers of Jesus, since we have divinity moments, what is that? Divinity moments are the moments where God's power is flowing through you. And then we also have humanity moments. What is that? That's when you're operating in the flesh. That person who cut you off on 290, they got a flesh response, not a kingdom one. When they forgot, didn't get your food right, and the lady had an attitude about it, they didn't get a spirit-filled Christian in that moment. They got flesh. Are they real people in the house? So if we are a compilation of divinity moments and humanity moments, then the voice that the enemy could use the most is the voice of shame. 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 Many people right now are battling the voice of shame. So what you're going to do is you're going to billboard your flaws, but then minimize your flows. When you see yourself, you don't see the flows. All you see is the flaws. You see the flaws. And I came here to let you know, if the blood flowed on that cross, it's powerful enough for the prostitute. is also powerful enough for the preacher. The blood that flowed on the cross is powerful enough for the choir member, and it's also powerful enough to reach the gangbanger. The blood that flowed on the cross is powerful enough to reach the evangelist, and it's also powerful enough to reach the drug substance dependent individual. The blood is powerful enough to override the flaws.